Howdy there again, it's me, Josh, as always. And we have a 3-player game on Italy, featuring me, funkdoc of course, up against Sparablinda, whom we've seen in a couple previous videos, and Wolf Captain, who is a new player to this channel, but is definitely a name I remember from my past years on BSW. I get the 6 plant for 7, which makes me very happy, let me tell you. That is a plant I love to get this cheap. In 3-player Italy, I'm all about it. Why is that? Because coal and oil are both more expensive on Italy, and trash starts out much cheaper. At 5 compared to 7 on other maps. 29, our first randomized plant drawn. Again, for those who don't know, on every well, at least on most maps and on every BSW map besides France, the 13 is always the first plant drawn after the 10. After that, the rest of the deck is randomized. Wolf Captain's in that awkward spot that I'm in, which, see, I think I would take the 3. Feel like 3 would be 7. Wow, I strongly disagree with that. The problem is only 2 oil come back into the game per turn, so 7 is single-handedly makes oil more expensive each turn that it runs. So I'm going to see what Spara does. I expect Spara would single build here. Also do note, this is the cheapest possible map config on any BSW map for 2 and 3 player. Is these 3 Italy regions, all the 3 northern ones. Absurdly cheap building here, as you can see. Just low connection costs all around. What I think I would do if I were Spara is a single build Padua. That's the safest city on the map. Because no one else would really want to build next to you in Aqua, and I think that's absolutely 100% the correct play. I think the build for me now as the guy going second, since we know that Wolf Captain's going to build 2 cities in order to make money from the 7 plant. They need to build 2. Thus, I can build 2 this turn and stay in the middle of the turn order. And I think Parma Piacenza will be the best option for me. That's going to push Wolf Captain to build south of me in yellow, which is fine. That's going to get a little closer, threaten Sparablinda's territory a little more. Like Modena Ferrara would probably be, well, no, Reggio. I guess Reggio might be better. Either Modena and either Ferrara or Reggio. So this plus this or this plus this one would be the build for Wolf Captain, I think. Reggio gives you connection into the west coast, and you can go north from there. So that's a little safer. But this, with this, you can more aggressively threaten Aqua. And if that fails, you get the connection to Verona here at least, which is quite useful. From Ferrara to Verona here. That's an easy one to forget about. Yep, there we go. So, a little further away from me, and I like that. All these players in this game have over 40% win rate, by the way, so I feel like this should be a pretty good one. The 7 buy was a little weird, though. I mean, I can understand it on paper, but it's a little weird. Personally, in this situation, actually, do I want to buy the 9? Do I want to buy the 9? You know what I'll do? I'll pass. I'll pass, and Sparablinda, I think, should buy the 8 here. We don't need to attack oil because of 7 being in the game. Spara, I think, would rather just use the cheap coal. Actually, Spara could also get the 5 plant here. That might be better. With the 5 plant, they could stay below me in the turn order. And that's what Spara does. Okay, yeah, I was going to say I realized. Oh, yeah, turn order stuff. That's right. Six makes nice money in the early game compared to the other, compared to a lot of the other starting plants, so I didn't feel under pressure to buy a plant there. Like, in a lot of... Like, normally, if 7 weren't being bought there... Yeah, if 7 weren't being bought, then I would consider the 9, because the 9 and the 6 is a pairing that I really like. Hey, and thanks Wolf Captain for moving the market. Okay, so they're threatening my territory a little more now, which is cool. All right, so 44. So they built to 3 cities because the 3 plant was still on the market. So when someone reaches 3 cities, the 3 plant will then be removed from the game. Like, basically, if a player has a certain number of cities, then any plant at or below that number will be instantly removed from the game, even if it's just drawn from the deck afterward. Like, if someone's sitting at 14 cities, and then late in the game 12 plant is drawn, 12 will be instantly removed, and you draw another plant after that. I'll bid on this, actually. Reason being, there's going to be some bidding on the 15 now, for sure. All this coal on the market, 15 is easily the best plant of the available coal ones. And then whoever loses out in 15 will buy the 10, probably. Yeah, 15's going for good money here. So I'm hoping that they attack each other on coal, and I can just enjoy my efficiency here. That's what I'm thinking. I want a bit of a cheaper plant too, to put myself in position to win, like a plant like 22 in the next turn. Ooh, 18 drop. That's actually like amazing for Spara, because now nobody else has coal. So coal's going to be crazy cheap for Sparablinda. Not that 18 isn't a fantastic drop either, though. 20 and 30 were also drawn there. 30 going under the deck. That's relatively big news, although much, more likely in a 3-player game that would happen. So what I could do here is build a 3rd city and stay bottom in the turn order. So with that in mind, I definitely want to build a Brescia now. It's not technically the cheapest connection there. I spend $1 extra total. Like, I would do 4-3-3 versus 5-3-3 for these 3 cities. Actually, Verona would be better, now that I think about it. Verona's even better. Yeah, I'll do this. Well, I'm going to be bottom next turn, and I have to hope that one of these people panics and buys a plant, although they won't, most likely. But I'll buy the 10. I'll definitely buy the 10. $30 out, 26 in. 26, that's big news there. They're all going to pass. I'm going to get the 10 and get a bunch of cheap coal. This way I can still keep a decent position in the turn order, too. Obviously buy 4 coal here, of course. I arguably should have not built and stayed bottom there, but I feel like I need to make money from the 6. more than anything. So now I'm in all 3 regions, which is a really good spot to be in first come step 2. Okay. Wolf Captain takes the West Coast connection, which makes sense. Also, 10 easily made a profit for me in just 1 turn, considering I only paid 10 for the plant and 2 for resources for the first turn. Plus, and only another 3 in resources after that extra. So, hugely profitable play for me buying the 10 in that situation. And I'll definitely fight for the 20. Because capacity matters more. And also, if I get the 20, I think Wolf Captain probably won't buy a coal plant if they don't get the 20. So coal could stay at a decent price for me, which is most important for the 20. And 17 in. That's actually great news for me. Because it means now that I get another turn out of this where I make more money than the other players. Like, I am the most efficient player on this turn. And 16 comes in, so that's going to delay yet another turn, the 20. Unless someone just builds to 7 cities now. I am definitely not doing that, though. Definitely not doing that. And now you can see coal already jumping up in price. Just one other player getting a coal plant has a huge effect on the coal market. Spara could keep coal stupidly cheap before, but not now. And it is, how do I want to say? Still in my favor not to build. Now, something to consider. Oil is expensive as hell, so I don't think I want the 16. Yeah, I think I'll just commit to stalling for the time being. Stall until the 20 comes out, and then we'll see what happens. Wolf Captain, I think, is the player who would most want to build to 7 in this situation. Yep, not surprising. I kind of saw that coming. I don't really mind it too much. You mean, you're not really at risk of getting blocked on a map where building is this cheap. Now, if Wolf Captain could have reached 9, that would have been amazing, because you could build the 9 plant off, and then the next lowest plant after that would also go out of the game. $34 out. 21 is in there. Interesting, but I care a lot more. I care a lot more about the 20 here because we know that 26 is not going to happen this turn. At best, 21 and 22 would be the next plants bought. So it's impossible for 26 to be bought this turn. Thus, I want the 20. Plus, coal is in a nice spot anyway. And what I would do for sure is if I get the 20, definitely replace the 10. Because now trash is getting a little bit cheaper. I get a little bit extra value out of my 6 plant. And I certainly want to keep my green plant as long as possible. Like, I don't even regret paying this much for the 20. $24 coming in is good news to stall the game a little bit, because that's a lower powered plant. And also, trash is going to be okay, but not the greatest as long as I still have the 6 here. 21 is going to go for a higher price than the 20 for sure, and that makes me happy. And Wolf Captain's the one who most aggressively needs this plant. And they don't get it. This is good news now. Wolf Captain still is not going to have any coal. Wolf Captain, I think now you need to probably buy the... Oh, 19. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. 11 and 12 both came in. Okay. That's good news for me, though. Market stalling benefits me the most of anyone because I have the biggest capacity plant. I think I'll buy 2 trash this turn because I expect to run these same plants for another turn. Or do I? Or do I expect to do that? Let's see what I can do here. It's more important for me to store the coal now than the trash. Ooh, I can get this. I can get this. I can get a step 1 spot still. That's really good for me. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I'd rather do it that way. Which actually, I could have bought an extra trash and done it, but oh well. I mean, Wolf Captain's not exactly the player I need to attack here anyway. They're not even, like, they didn't even buy oil, so... Yeah, they're just in a really rough spot here. $29 actually goes under the deck. Wow. And I'm glad to pass on this, for sure. $14, Jesus Christ. Again, good news for me. Because I don't necessarily need a plant at this point. I'd rather drop lower in the turn order. Sparablinda's under pressure to make money too, though. I feel like they should build this turn. But yeah, this is every garbage plant you can think of. Well, definitely, no reason not to buy 2 trash now because I'm going to get yet another turn out of the 6. And... I'll take the last $5 coal just in case, see what happens. Could end up costing me a tiny bit of money, but I'll hedge a little bit here. Spara needs to decide whether or not to build. Okay, they build 1, so thus I will not build, because I need to drop in the turn order when I have the 20. Very important for me. Okay, make Wolf... Yeah, making Wolf Captain a build to get the 11 out of the game. Can you get the 12 out of the game also? Apparently not. I might be powering my city slightly more efficiently than Sparablinda right now. We're close, at least, which is good because I have the bigger capacity plant. 31 drawn. Oh, 25 was drawn. Okay. Well, I think I have to stay low again. I am going to do another turn of not building. And 12 is removed from the game now, which is good because that can't be built off. 14 could be built off this turn, though. Actually. I'm just not the person to do it. And I am not going to buy extra trash now. Spara can only buy 2 extra coal. They are the player I want to hurt the most, though. But yeah, I have to stay bottom for next turn because that can enable me to possibly end the game depending on what happens. We're not to step 3 yet, though. We could get, though, on next turn, if more plants are bought, we could get to the step 3 auction. Don't think I'd have enough to end the game yet, though. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Wolf Captain's just building like crazy. Funny thing is, if Wolf Captain had ended it now, they actually would have won. Powering 8 cities versus our 7. Sparrow has only built 7, even though they can power 8. That gets 35 out there. 35 will go under the deck, and that's almost certainly going to be the last step 3 plant to go under. So now we have the 8 plants out of the game. And this means step 3 is going to be coming next. So here's what plants are going to come next. This is going to be 25, 26, and then a 4 plant. Wolf Captain, I think, is just... Okay, I need to do math now. Need to do math. Okay. So I need 10. I would need 10 more cities to end the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm not going to end it this turn, but I can set myself up to end it on the next turn after this with a base capacity. Wolf Captain bows out of the 25 auction. We know step 3 card's going to be drawn next, so the next 3 plants to come will be 25, 26, and then 28. Because whatever is remaining in the step 3 deck is higher than those. So, yeah, 28's going to come on last. And you don't want to be the player stuck having to buy 28 in this situation. I think I kind of have to give this up at this point. It's going to be like 25 with, 20 with 25 is going to be so bad for me. Ugh. Beautiful. That's what I want to see right there. So that didn't go for much more than 25, so I definitely got the much better deal there, I think. And once again, yeah, Wolf Captain's just dead. Problem is, though, maybe Spara could end the game on this turn. That is an issue. That is an issue. So I need to make resources as expensive as possible for Spara. And also make builds more expensive for Spara, because Spara has not built either, and I need to punish them for staying above me in the turn order and not building, so I'm going to build all around yellow and mostly just blue here, though. I'll take Torino since it's a step 1 spot and thus pretty cheap now. Let me check this. What plants were drawn? So 33 and 44 were drawn, which is good that we got 2 of the worst drops out of the way for the step 3 market. This means that almost most stuff that could come on now is really safe. 30, 50, 46. Wolf Captain still doesn't have any coal, which is good news for me. Do I build more? I think the answer to that is I build 1 more. Yeah, West Coast here. I'll go 1 more. Actually, 2 more. Try to make builds as expensive for Spara as possible, because that's going to give me a money lead over them, I'm pretty sure. Especially given how much they paid for 25. They paid a lot for 21 and for... Actually, 15, 21, and 25. They paid a lot for all those plans. So I feel like I can get a big money advantage by taking these spots cheaper than them. Spara is obviously going to stay at 9 cities, I think. Just run the 25 and the 21. No reason to do anything else. But I did have to make sure that they maybe couldn't end the game, though. Don't build 17. Thank you. Okay, so Wolf Captain is trying to block my builds a little bit, which makes some sense. I feel like I have to be the favorite at this point. Highest base capacity and a decent turn order. And... well, there's a bad plant coming on. I don't want... I mean, here's the thing here. So, I don't want 36. It's just too dangerous for me right now. I mean, Spara will replace the 15 this turn, but they also still have a lot of open resource slots on 21 and 25. So Spara could, you know, still threaten a coal buyout here, perhaps. Okay, so 35 was the plant drawn, which is... we're getting through the bad ones now. So 30, 50, 46. Those are the good ones for me. The problem with me buying... see, I can't buy 36. The problem with me getting 36 here is that Sparablinda could buy 31 and just, you know, buy out coal on me. Ooh. Here's a plant that I need. Could really use this thing right about now. This should be worth a good amount of money because other plants in this market are not so great. 39 and 40 not being in the game is a big deal. Like, none of the plants left besides this one are really that good. 30 is okay. But not the greatest thing, since 19's still going to be running another turn. They got 30. That's kind of unfortunate. Although 30 might actually cost more to run for 2 turns than I don't know. So I can't end the game on this turn, which actually I still don't regret paying for 60 though, because now here's the deal. Wolf Captain is very unlikely to get to to get to 17 cities. And 29 in, so yeah. I was kind of hoping 29 would be, 29 or 34 was hoping one of those would be the drop. Force Spara to take the 31 for capacity purposes. All right. Keep my options open here. Spara not buying extra trash is a good move also. Or actually, I don't know if it's a good move. Probably arguably a bad move because Wolf Captain's going to use 19 this turn, obviously. Spara has to decide whether to build above me. Yes! They fell for my bluff. Alright, cool. So I'll get first buy a coal next turn. What are the plants that are going to be on the market, though? And Wolf Captain obviously can't build because that gives Spara the win. 31 and 46 are the only plants left that can improve my capacity. Wolf Captain, I feel, could end up with well, no, this is gonna be interesting on the next turn. Payments. Let me check this out. 11 versus 14. 11 is 112, 14 is 129. So it's not worth it to fire the 20 in this situation. And there's our 46. So we know 34 is going to be the last plant left. Actually, arguably, not firing the 20 was good because I could buy 46 or 31 and replace the 20 with either one of these. So I get first build next. That's good at least. One, two, three, four. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I can pay 56. So I can pay 56 for this plant and still build to 18. Everybody has the same base capacity here. So what's interesting is the way these plants work out. Ooh, Spara drops out. That must tell me... Okay, let me do this one more time. One more time. Cheapest city is remaining on the board. 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, no, hold on. Never mind. I'm going to replace the 20 with the... Yeah, so I don't need to buy 2 oil. Okay, let's do this again. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. 1, 2 oil. So I can pay 69. Very nice. Very nice price I can pay for this plant. So I can't quite afford 18. Question is, will I be able to win at 17? So I actually got bid what a couple bucks higher than what I could pay to hit 18. I'm still willing to do that though because now there's going to be a desperate fight for this plant. This is the only plant left that can get either of these players up to 17. Problem now is, Wolf Captain probably wins on money. Although coal could be a problem for them. This is going to be interesting, because what I can do here is... Nah, Wolf Captain's still going to get coal, though. Because I can't really threaten coal buyout here. Shit. Okay, Wolf Captain's gonna win this game. Boo. Interesting game. Wolf is gonna win, though. Wolf is definitely gonna win. Alright. So you bid me good on 46 there. The problem was I knew Wolf Captain was rich. Just getting all those early builds. So... Alright, let's do this. $1 short of 18, alas. Good win, Wolf Captain. Good win. Alright, good win for the Wolf Captain. Oh well. And, like, people were not going to buy out coal because that would just give the win to me. So. Nice game, Wolf. All right, another great game, and I think this one again. I think I probably made a mistake bidding 46 past the point where I could get 18. I was just worried that 31 was going to blow up into a huge bidding war, and that didn't happen. I was worried about 31. That was going to be a high price because that was the last plant left that could get you to 17. I was really, because I just thought that, that was going to go to a high price also. I didn't think it would go as cheap as it did. So I was perfectly suited for 31 too. Like, dang. I guess I stick to my number on my plant and pass it once I go past that number. I was just really worried about Wolf's money. But, oh well. Good game.